Good day, everyone. So in this video, I will be creating fully functioning trivia app. First step is that I create all the pages and user interface. I have this part of video sped up if you want to follow along. In case you have your own UI set up, you can skip to this part of video. But yeah, I'm going to shut up from now and put some bangers on the background. So now we have our pages ready, so it's time to create our collections for database. First collection that we will be adding is users collection, then auto ID, and next. The next collection we are going to have is our trivia questions. And our third collection will be all games or game names. Perfect. Then we can remove all the empty documents that we created in here. Then it's time to insert all the same collections to our FlutterFlow. First collection will be users, and we can insert this information automatically. Next collection, what we are going to have is the all games. Let's add our first field, which will be category name. Type will be string and confirm. Then we can add our second collection, which will be questions. Our first field is going to be all games reference. And type will be document reference. Collection will be all games and confirm. Next field is going to be question, and type will be string. Then we need to add our answer options. So first one will be A, type will be string and confirm. The next one will be B, type is string and confirm. And then let's add C and D. Perfect. After that, we can add the correct answer. This will also be a string. And if you want that, your trivia has images. You can add image path from here. Now we are all set in here. Let's finish up our Firebase connection by going to Settings in Firebase. Then we need to get our project ID from Firebase and paste it in here. Also, remove the spacing before the first letter so we get rid of this error. Nice. And then we can generate config files. And while we are at it, we can deploy storage rules. Now it's time to enable authentication. You don't necessarily need authentication with your trivia app, but you can do it if you want. Our entry page will be our authentication page, and our login page will be our home page. I made a tiny mistake with the collections. Let's go back to our all games collection. Remove this. Then create a new field which will be called category, and type will be string. And our second field will be called name, and type will also be string. And also we can add request number so we can control that which order we get the documents. Type will be string and confirm. Now we are all set in here. Then we can add stuff to our app state. So add new app state variable. This will be called quizzes completed. Type will be string. Make sure it is a list and confirm. Also, let's edit this and make this persisted. Then we can create a new one. This will be called current game score. Type will be integer and confirm. And now for the last one, we can create wrong answers. This will be document reference. Collection will be questions. It is a list and confirm. Then we can head back to our home page and start to edit it. So first we want to create a query to our home page. Query collection. Collection will be all games. And switch this to count. Then click on this rich text. Click the last number. And choose the all games count. Switch this to number format. Switch this to compact. Then we can add user interface value so it looks nice. I always like to mark it like this so I know that I have added value to the number. Let's add space to our slash so it looks nice. Then click on the first number, go to App State, and choose Quizzes Completed App State. Again, number of items, number format, and compact. And click on Confirm. Then click on this container and add navigation to it. We are going navigate on games page. Then take a copy of this action and add it to all of your other containers. Perfect. Now we can add action to open up or drawer widget. Click on this icon button and add action to it. Search for drawer and select open drawer. Then we can close this. Now look for the drawer widget from our widget tree and click on edit drawer. This button we want to be our close drawer button, so add action to it. Again, search for drawer. And close drawer. Then for our logout action, add action to this button. Search for logout. And close. Now we are all set up in here. You can go ahead and hide the drawer. Also, I'm going to add some UI value to this text so it looks better. Now we are all set in this page. Let's go to our games page. Let's delete these two containers because we are only going to be needing one. Then click on this icon button and make sure you have navigate back set up to it. Then we need to add parameter in here so the app shows only the games that are in the right category. Give your parameter a name. Type will be string. It is required, and confirm. Then click on the list view and add query to it. We are going to query collections. Collection will be all games. And then add filter to it. Choose the category. Must be equal to. And then the parameter that we are about to pass. And we can also change the order for this query. Choose the request number and make sure it's decreasing. Then confirm. Then let's edit this text. Choose our all games document and name. Then click on this icon button that showcases if we have already played this trivia. Add on conditional visibility. Choose single condition. Go to app state. Quizzes completed. List contains item. Choose our all games document and name. Switch this to equal to true and confirm. Then click on this container and add an action to it. Add navigate to games page. Then we can close this. After that is done, we can head to our games page. Firstly, we can add action to our navigate back button. Let's first remove this action, then search for dialog. And choose custom dialog. And in here we can choose our close game component. And also let's align it to the center of the page, and then close this. Then we need to add parameter to this page so we can have the right questions that are linked to this game. Click on add parameter. Give your parameter a name. Collection will be all games and confirm. Then we can add query to this page. We want to query collections. Collection will be questions. And then add filter to it. Then choose our all games reference. Must be equal to. And choose the parameter that we have on this page. And confirm. Then let's click on our page view and add another query to it. Again, query all games and list of documents. Query questions. And again, reference must be equal to our page parameter. And confirm. Click on the first query that we created for the whole page. Switch this to count because all we need is the number how many documents there are. And again, confirm. Now we can start to edit this top rich text. So first let's click on this last number. Then choose the questions count, number format. Then let's give it some UI value and confirm. We are going to edit the first number also in a second, but first, click on this question text in here. Then add value to it. Choose your questions document and select question. Then image. Scroll down until you see value. Then choose questions document and image. Then let's edit these containers. So as you can see, our container have a specific height to it, and we don't want that in case our text is too long and can't fit to container this size. So go ahead and remove the height from this. Then click on the row and add a bit of padding to it. Then inside the row we can add a column. And drag the text inside of the column. Let's take a look of our widget tree. Actually, we can delete the entire row. It will make this a lot easier. Then click at the column, add padding all around it, then click on the container and make the width infinite. And once more, click on the column and position the text to the left side of it. And also let's remove the padding from the text because we already have padding on the column. Perfect. Now, small adjustments in here, then we are ready on the option side of things. Now we can remove these other containers and duplicate the first one 4 times so we have our new options in here. Then it's time to add some conditional visibility to our question. Click on Add Conditional Visibility. Single condition. Open our questions document and select question is set and not empty and confirm. Also, let's make the same thing to our image so it does not cause any errors in case we don't use image in our question. So again, single condition. Questions document, image, is set, then confirm. Also, we can do the same thing for our answers in case your question have only 2 options. I'm going to speed this up a bit. Now we can start to add value to our text. Click on the text. Open the questions document and add value A to this, and do the same thing with the rest of the options. Then head back to the Games page. Click on the container that navigates to the game page and add new action to it. Action that we are going to add is going to be Update App State. And choose the current game score. Then choose Set Value and type 0 in here so we can start every game without a score. Also, now we can pass the parameter to the game page so we get the right questions. Choose our All Games document and game reference. Then we can close this. And then back to our game page. Now we need to add our current game score. For this, we are going to use code expression. Click on our rich text, then click on the first number and code expression. First switch this type to be integer, then add argument. Switch this to integer as well. And for the value, choose our page view current index. And here we want to type var1 plus 1. And check it for errors. Perfect. We got no errors. Then hit on confirm. Before moving on, let's add some UI value to our formula so it doesn't look terrible. Nice. Before starting to add logic to our buttons, let's add page state variable to our app. So click on here and add new field. Give this a name which is page navigation. Type will be integer. Remove this check mark. Give it default value of 0 and confirm. Then click on the container and open up the Action Center. So first we want to add single action to this. This will be update page state. Add a field, and the field that we just created. Then choose increment, and increment by 1. Then add conditional action after this. Then choose single condition. Choose the questions document, and A is equal to questions document and answer. And confirm. So now let's build our true side first. So add action in here. This will be update app state. Add a field and current game score. Click on increment and by 1. Then add conditional action after this. Again, choose single condition. Choose our page state variable. Is equal to questions count. And confirm. Now, if our page state variable is equal to the amount that there is questions, we want to navigate to final score page. And then we want to update this to a list that we have completed this quiz. So add conditional action after this. Again, choose single condition. App state. And I just realized that I have made a mistake in here. I have marked this as a string in here, but it should be document reference instead. Let's fix this quickly. So go back to your app state. Then delete this app state variable because we will not be using it. Then add a new one and name it as quizzes completed. Switch this to document reference. Collection will be all games. Then switch this toggles on and confirm. And now we can go back and finish up the logic. So now in here, choose single condition. Then app state. Quizzes completed. Then list contains item and choose the page parameter and confirm. Then switch this to equal to true and confirm. Now we can terminate the true side because in case we have already played this once, there is no need to add this to the list for second time. Then add action to the false side. This will be update app state. Then choose our quizzes completed. Add to list. Choose the page parameter and confirm. Then let's zoom out a bit so we can see the bigger picture. Okay, now it's time to add action in here. So in case our current game number is not equal to the amount of questions that we have, we want to have another question instead of navigating to final score page. So add action in here. Search for update page state. Search for page view. And on the side note, if you skip the first 10 minutes of this video, you need to have this list view wrapped inside of page view. It is relatively easy to do. If you have not done it already, just take a copy of this list view. Add page view widget on your page. Remove all the navigation indications and paste the list view back. So anyway, back to the logic. Choose control page view. Then choose our page view widget. Then click on next. Perfect. Now we can take a copy of this action chain and paste it to the false side and make some small adjustments to it. So firstly, if your answer is not correct, we don't want to update the game score, so let's remove this. After that is done, we can add terminate to the end of these actions. Perfect. Now this action is set up for the answer A. Now we need to do the rest, so take a copy of this action chain. Then go to the container B, open up the Action Center. And paste it in here. Then we need to change this so that B is equal to answer. After that is done, we can close this and add C and D also. Nice. And actually, I'm sorry, we need to go back to the actions. Open up the action for A. So now if answer is wrong, we want to show it in the end. So cut this action chain. Then add new action in here. This will be update app state. And our field will be wrong answers. Then choose add to list. Then choose our questions document and questions reference, and then paste the rest behind that action. Now we can take a copy of this entire action chain and paste it to the other actions. Now that we are done on this side of things, we can go to our final score page. Let's first add parameter to our page. This will be called game reference. And type will be document reference, and choose the all games document. Then click on this text and add query to it. We are going to query questions, and we only want the count. Then add filter to this query. This will be all games reference, must be equal to our page parameter. And confirm. Then let's edit this last number from our rich text. Choose the questions count. Number of items. Then let's add some user interface value and confirm. Then we can edit the first text. This will be app state and current game score. Also add some UI value and confirm. Then click on the list view that we have inside of our page view. Then click on Generate Children from Variable. Give your variable a name. Set up the maximum items. And the value is going to be wrong answers. And save. Then click on this container and add query to it. This will be document from reference. Then choose questions document and choose the wrong answers item and confirm. Then it's time to add value. Click on the question. Open up the questions document and add question. Then same with the image. And again, same with the answers. Nice. Also in here, make sure that you have this selected so the text moves to the next row instead of clipping outside of the screen. Then once again, let's add conditional visibilities to our elements. Let's start with the question. Single condition. Then question. Is set and not empty, and confirm. Then same thing with the image and our answer containers. Nice. Then we can add conditional visibility to our correct and incorrect icons. So first, click on the correct icon and add conditional visibility to it. Again, single condition. Then choose the A is equal to answer and confirm. Then we can take a copy of this and paste it to the incorrect icon. And then switch this to not equal to and confirm. And then you can add the rest. Great job. Then we can add the green and red colors to our containers. So click on the first container. Scroll to the section where you can see border color. Then click on the value and choose if then else condition. Now add single condition in here. Open up the questions document and A is equal to questions document and answer. Then confirm. So if the A is correct answer, we want the border color to be green. So click on the color and switch it to green. And if A is not correct, we want the border color to be red. So switch this one to red and confirm. Then we can take a copy of this action and paste it to the B container. Also, we need to switch this to B. And confirm. Then same thing with the other containers. Then we can add action to our home page button. This will be on tap. Navigate to home page. And close. Then let's go to our games page. Click on the container and go to actions. Now add one more field to the app state. This will be wrong answers. And then choose clear value and close. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Go to your final score page. Then click on the list view. And then empty list view widget. Turn on show empty list view widget. Then choose our component that we made earlier. Center the component, then we can preview it. Perfect, it looks nice. Then we have our close game component. Let's first remove this row. The reason why we do it because if the device that the player is using is smaller, It does not cause any errors in the user interface. Then click on the Cancel button. Choose Action. Close dialog. And for the close game, we want to navigate to Homepage. Then let's go to our home page and start to correct these errors what we have here. So currently we are missing the parameter. So open up the action, then pass a parameter. Value will be category 1. So now when we query games at the next page, we have to set up the category as category 1. But we will do it in a second. Take a copy of this, go to your second container, and paste it here, and switch the number to 2. And same thing with the third one. Then we are missing some parameters in our answer components, so open up the logic. So yes, we need pass the all games parameter to the next final score page. I will fast forward this because you need to do it to all of the answer components. Then we need to redo the question's completed number because we removed it earlier. So click on the first number, then edit it. Choose the quizzes completed again. Number of items, number format, and confirm. Also, we can add some UI value to make it look nice. And also, we have to redo these icons when we have completed this quiz. So go to Conditional Visibility. Switch this to Quizzes Completed. List contains item. All games reference is equal to true. And confirm. Then we can add some trivia questions to our Firebase. So come here and click on Manage Content. Keep in mind that if you don't have authentication set up, you are not able to create content this way. So first, let's go to our All Games. Then add New Document. Now first we need to indicate on what category this belongs to. So let's type category 1 in here. Then we need to give name to our game. Let's call it category 1 game. And request number will be 1. Okay, perfect. Then we can go to questions and add a new document. I'm going to create these really quickly. Nice, so now we have 2 questions. Then we need to link them to our game. So go back to All Games. Take a copy of this game reference. Come back and add it to all of the questions. Also, we can add category 2 by applying the same logic. Perfect. Now we are technically all set. Problem is, currently we got a lot of reads to our database if the app works. We need to fix it soon, but first let's check if our app manages all the questions. Nice, so in here we can see all our categories, and if we open one, we can see our questions. Let's play the game. Let's choose correct answer on both of these questions. And great, we made a perfect score. Let's choose 2 wrong answers in a row. Okay, as you can see, we have small error here, but it is easily fixable. Let's close this and go back to our final score page. Let's first remove this container because we will not be using it. Then let's do the conditional visibility to these 2 icons. And now, because we have a lot of reads in our database if we publish our app like this, so we need to use query caching. So make sure that you have set up this with single-time query. Enable query caching, add new cache in here, and give it a name. Great, now we are all set up. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Have a great day.